Have you ever felt that your biggest challenges come from within your own thoughts? We've all had moments like this, when fear, frustration, or a sense of helplessness seem to take over our minds. These aren't just fleeting emotions, they're invisible enemies that weigh us down and drain our energy. But remember, it's within our minds, where this battle takes place, that our true strength lies. Imagine having an unshakable mindset, one that enables you to face any challenge without being defeated. This is the mindset Stoic philosophers practice daily, transforming difficulties into opportunities to strengthen their willpower. With such a mindset, every encounter with adversity becomes more than just an obstacle. It becomes a lesson in rising above oneself. Today's video will guide you in building this resilient mindset, a mental fortress that stands strong against any adversity in life. Together we'll explore the power of resilience, a mind that stands firm in the storm, meets challenges with calm, confidence, and courage. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to us. Thank you for your support. Let's dive in and discover this strength within. 1. See challenges as opportunities for growth. Have you ever considered that challenges are actually opportunities to grow? We often feel like shrinking back from difficulties, eager to avoid them. But what if we looked at every hardship not as a barrier, but as a foundational brick that builds our resilience? Philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This quote reminds us that obstacles aren't something to dodge. They are valuable lessons that help us grow. What stands in our way might just be what strengthens us the most. Imagine being stuck in traffic during rush hour, feeling frustrated and anxious. Instead of letting anger take over, ask yourself, what could this teach me? Maybe it's an excellent opportunity to practice patience. Or, when faced with loss, instead of sinking into despair, see it as a challenge to build courage and inner strength. Every hardship, whether it's as small as waiting or as significant as experiencing loss, offers a chance to cultivate virtues like patience, courage, and self-control. When we approach challenges with a willingness to learn, each obstacle becomes a stepping stone, helping us to grow stronger, more grounded, and to develop an inner strength that cannot be shaken. 2. Focus on what you can control. Do you often worry about things that are beyond your control? We're frequently surrounded by uncertainties, anxieties about the future, changes in society, or even concerns over how others perceive us. These thoughts can turn our minds into battlegrounds, draining our energy and leaving us exhausted. But according to Stoic philosophy, the key to inner peace lies in focusing on what we can actually control. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." This reminder encourages us to focus on the tangible things within our reach, rather than getting lost in unnecessary fears. Instead of letting worries consume us, let's channel our energy into actions we can genuinely take charge of. Imagine facing a financial crisis. If you only worry about economic fluctuations or an uncertain future, you'll gain nothing but stress. Instead, focus on creating a financial plan, adjusting expenses, and looking for new ways to increase your income. These actions will not only help you maintain a sense of control, but also provide peace of mind and confidence during tough times. For instance, when criticized, rather than feeling discouraged or upset, remind yourself to concentrate on improving your work and see feedback as an opportunity for growth. In social interactions, instead of letting negative comments from others hurt you, focus on your own responses and attitude. By staying calm and avoiding overreactions, you'll become someone who is grounded and strong from within. When we concentrate on what we can control, things tend to become clearer. Vague anxieties gradually give way to a sense of agency and confidence. Ultimately, remember that life will always have elements beyond our reach. But how you choose to respond is what shapes who you are and brings you inner strength. 3. Seek true value through ideas, not material wealth. Have you ever wondered where your real value lies? In material wealth or in the ideas and character within you? In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in the race to own big houses, luxury cars, and the latest gadgets. But Stoic philosophy reminds us that true value isn't found in what we own, it's in what we create from within. Epictetus once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This statement invites us to reflect on the nature of wealth. Do we truly need all the material things around us, or is this just an endless pursuit? Instead, Stoicism encourages us to invest in wisdom, character, and ideas, values that can't be lost or used up. Consider great leaders like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca. Despite their power and wealth, they didn't find value in material riches. Marcus Aurelius dedicated his life to honing his wisdom, living simply, and serving the people. Seneca, although wealthy, always viewed material goods as tools, not as an end goal. True success isn't about possessing flashy things. It's about having a deep mind, creating inner value, and inspiring others through one's character. These are the lasting assets that no one can take away. Choose the path of seeking real value, not through material things, but through ideas, knowledge, and kindness. This is what will leave a lasting mark, making your life richer and more meaningful. 4. Live with purpose and build a life aligned with your values. Are you living according to your own goals, or are you following goals set by others? In a society filled with ideals of success and happiness, it's easy to find ourselves chasing standards that don't truly resonate with us. Rather than crafting a path guided by our inner voice, we can get swept up in the pressure to succeed by someone else's definition, losing sight of what we genuinely desire. Epictetus once said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This advice urges us to map out our own life plan before setting out to build it. Otherwise, we may end up living in a cycle of expectations and standards imposed by others. Imagine this. You're at a career crossroads, faced with the choice of pursuing a stable job that doesn't ignite your passion, or embarking on a path that might be less secure but is rich in meaning. If you only chase stability, you might achieve temporary security, but is that truly the destination your soul seeks? On the other hand, choosing a career that aligns with your passion and values, even if it's challenging, can bring lasting joy and fulfillment because it's a path you chose for yourself. To live with purpose, we must have the courage to stand firm against stereotypes and listen to our inner calling. When you commit to a path that aligns with who you are, every small step becomes meaningful. These aren't just actions, they're the way you truly live. And in doing so, life becomes more than mere existence. It becomes a journey filled with purpose and freedom. 5. Adapt to change with a flexible mindset. How do you react when life takes an unexpected turn? Sometimes an unforeseen event can throw everything off balance, leaving us anxious or resistant. But Stoic philosophy suggests that instead of resisting, we should learn to adapt with a flexible mindset, viewing change as an opportunity for growth and progress. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it." His words remind us that our response to change shapes both our peace of mind and our life. Often, instability doesn't come from circumstances, but from how we react to them. When we choose to face change with a proactive and creative attitude, we can turn challenges into stepping stones for growth. Consider a recent example. During the pandemic, many people were forced to change the way they worked, adapt to online environments, and even learn new skills. Rather than fearing uncertainty, they used this time as an opportunity to expand their capabilities. Those who learned to adapt didn't just survive, they emerged stronger and more resilient. Change is an inevitable part of life, but with a flexible mindset, we move from being victims of circumstance to becoming the architects of our lives. Every shift is a valuable lesson, helping us build resilience and strengthen our inner power. Remember, life is what we create with our thoughts. When we embrace change with courage and openness, we don't just overcome challenges, we live a richer and more meaningful life. 6. Build a long-term vision and prepare for challenges. Do you have a clear vision of the future you want? In the fast-paced flow of life, we're often tempted by short-term rewards and sudden changes. But it's a long-term vision that acts as our compass, guiding us toward a purposeful and meaningful life. Seneca once said, "If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable." This quote encourages us to set long-term goals so we're not swayed by minor setbacks. When you have a clear vision, you not only know where you're heading, but can also steer your journey with purpose and resilience, even when unexpected challenges arise. Imagine building your career. If you're only focused on immediate gains, you might easily lose direction when facing difficulties or if instant results aren't achieved. Instead, establish long-term goals for yourself, like completing a professional course within 6 months or mastering a specific skill over the next year. These goals will not only help you make steady progress, but also lay a foundation for greater achievements in the future. With a long-term vision, you're also equipping yourself with the strength to face any challenge. The path to success is rarely smooth, but a clear vision helps you stay grounded, overcoming each small hurdle as you move closer to your ultimate goal. Each step becomes more than just a single act. It's a part of a greater journey that brings real meaning to your life. Build a vision for your future with passion and perseverance. When you do, you're not only living with purpose, but also experiencing the freedom that comes from knowing you're on the right path, no matter the obstacles ahead. 7. Practice daily self-reflection to grow yourself. Do you take time each day to reflect on yourself? In our fast-paced lives, it's easy to get caught up in external responsibilities and goals, forgetting to set aside time for ourselves. But in Stoic philosophy, daily self-reflection is one of the keys to personal growth and staying true to our core values. Socrates once said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." This reminds us that to truly grow, we need to take time to look inward and assess ourselves. When we reflect on each action and decision, we not only gain a better understanding of ourselves, but also identify areas for improvement, helping us grow a little each day. Try setting aside 5 minutes each evening to ask yourself, what did I do well today? What could I improve? Writing these thoughts down not only helps you acknowledge your progress, but also keeps you motivated to continue growing. This practice can be a gentle reminder to become better each day, or a nudge to hold on to the values you cherish. Self-reflection isn't about criticizing yourself, it's about uncovering hidden potential and adjusting your actions to align with the person you aspire to be. Through this process, you gain a clearer sense of self, recognize your strengths and weaknesses, and create a roadmap that brings you closer to the best version of yourself. Make self-reflection a daily habit. Even just a few minutes can help you build a strong foundation and live true to who you are. 8. Turn challenges into opportunities to practice virtue. What do you do when life throws a challenge your way? During difficult times, we often tend to shy away or feel overwhelmed. But Stoic philosophy encourages us to embrace challenges as exercises in personal growth. Every difficulty is an opportunity to sharpen essential qualities like patience, resilience, and courage. Seneca once said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor strengthens the body." This idea reminds us that adversity is not an enemy, but an essential part of our growth journey. It's these very challenges that allow us to discover and develop the hidden strengths within ourselves. Take a challenging work situation as an example. Instead of feeling stressed or pressured, try to view it as an opportunity to practice patience and emotional control. Rather than letting frustration or stress take over, focus on calmly addressing each issue with a clear plan. With every challenge you overcome, not only do your skills improve, but your spirit becomes stronger, preparing you to face new challenges with confidence and resilience. When we see hardships as teachers, we realize that no obstacle is meaningless. Every lesson from adversity hones our courage, patience, and perseverance. Life then becomes less about facing obstacles and more about a journey of growth toward the best version of ourselves. Remember, challenges are not barriers. They're the path that leads you to profound growth. By facing them, you move closer to your goals and live a life marked by confidence and strength. 9. Lead by example and integrity. Are you a positive example for others? It's easy to talk about ethics or responsibility, but real leadership is defined by action. In Stoic philosophy, leadership isn't just about power or influence, it's about the responsibility to live by your moral values, inspiring and guiding others in the process. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This reminds us that true leadership is about embodying the values you believe in, so others can see and learn from your example. When we ourselves display qualities like integrity, responsibility, and honesty, the impact of those traits reaches farther than any words could. For instance, a good leader, whether in the family or at work, doesn't need to enforce opinions or issue commands. Instead, they show responsibility, work with integrity, and remain loyal to their principles. In the family, rather than simply telling children to set a good example, be the first to do so yourself. At work, be punctual, respect others' opinions, and be ready to help. These actions not only create a positive environment, but also inspire those around you to embody similar qualities. Leading by example is a way to build a community grounded in lasting values, for when you live by your ethics, you foster trust and motivate others. This doesn't just make you a leader, it makes you a source of inspiration for everyone who observes you. Remember, the true power of leadership doesn't lie in authority, but in the ability to create a positive influence. When you live with integrity, you lead through your actions and become a guiding light for others, building a community of noble, enduring values. 10. Compare yourself to who you were, not to others. Do you often find yourself comparing to others? In a world where success and validation are easily measured by others' achievements, comparing ourselves to those around us can become a hidden trap, making us feel inadequate or envious. But Stoic philosophy reminds us that true value comes from daily self-improvement, a journey without a finish line and without the need to measure up to anyone else. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." This advice encourages us to shift our focus from judging ourselves by others' success to setting personal standards of growth. When you concentrate on becoming a better version of yourself each day, you experience progress and a sense of satisfaction that nothing external can provide. Consider this practical example. At work, rather than competing with or envying your colleagues, focus on enhancing your own skills. Set small, personal goals, such as mastering a technical skill or improving daily productivity. This approach not only ensures sustainable growth, but also brings a deep sense of fulfillment because your success no longer relies on anyone else's standards. Comparing yourself to yourself fosters peace and freedom from external pressures. When you focus on personal development, each step forward becomes a celebration of self-improvement and confidence. It's a journey that doesn't need anyone else's validation, but brings pride in becoming a stronger, more complete version of yourself. Remember, genuine growth doesn't come from competing with others, but from your own progress. When each day is an opportunity for improvement, you'll feel happiness and freedom, moving closer to the ideal you aspire to be. 11. Use adversity to develop character and resilience. Do you know how to turn adversity into opportunity? Life isn't always smooth sailing, and challenges often arise when we least expect them. Rather than seeing them as obstacles, Stoic philosophy encourages us to view adversity as a chance to cultivate virtue, strengthen inner resilience, and build character. Lord Byron once said, "Adversity is the first path to truth." His words remind us that only by facing difficulties can we truly understand ourselves, our strengths, and our limits. When viewed in the right way, adversity becomes a valuable lesson that reveals the truth about our capacity and patience. For example, when you face failure in work or finances, instead of dwelling solely on disappointment or frustration, see it as an opportunity to learn. Reflect on what could be improved, strategies to adjust, and lessons to be gained. This is not only a time to expand knowledge, but also a moment to build perseverance and endurance, making you stronger and more grounded after each setback. Take inspiration from the story of Nelson Mandela, who maintained his resilience through 27 years of imprisonment. Rather than letting resentment take over, Mandela practiced tolerance and calm, using that time to refine himself and prepare for a future as a leader of a unified South Africa. Or consider Thomas Edison, who faced thousands of failures before inventing the light bulb. Edison saw each failure as a step forward in the learning process. These examples remind us that adversity is an opportunity to sharpen our will, elevate our virtues, and become stronger. Turning adversity into growth is an essential skill. When you choose to see challenges as lessons and chances to improve, you not only overcome them, but also build a powerful spirit and enduring courage. Life isn't about avoiding obstacles, it's about facing them and transforming them into foundations for growth. Remember, adversity is an inevitable part of life. Instead of letting it discourage you, turn it into a source of strength and motivation to refine your character and resilience. In these tough moments, you'll uncover your true inner strength, and every challenge will become just another stepping stone on your path to growth and success. Are you ready to start your journey of living by Stoic principles? Stoicism isn't a quick destination. It's a lifelong journey, guiding us to improve ourselves one small step at a time. It's a path to becoming stronger, living meaningfully, and spreading positive values to those around us. Marcus Aurelius once said, "It is not death that a man should fear, but never beginning to live." Stoicism reminds us that truly living is more than mere existence. It's about facing challenges, striving to improve ourselves, and contributing to the greater good. A fulfilled life is one where we seize every moment to grow, to elevate our virtues, and to live with courage. Build a resilient and steadfast mindset. Learn to face hardships without retreat, and constantly aim to become the best version of yourself. This is the path to peace, confidence, and deep satisfaction, a life that is full and rich with meaning. This journey isn't easy, but every challenge you overcome is another brick in the foundation of your inner strength. When you live with perseverance and resilience, you find profound peace and inspire those around you to face life with bravery too. Get ready to embrace this journey. Live fully with a Stoic mindset to discover enduring meaning and strength in your life. Thank you for joining Philosophic Stoic today, If you found value in this video, feel free to subscribe, leave a like, or simply type, "Keep it up," in the comments. Your support helps us create more content that you'll love. We appreciate having you as part of our community. Until next time, stay wise and serene. Have a great day.